And here we go. This is in Showacho in Osaka. This is Super Potato. Look at this Mario all chained up. And this store it's a little bit different than the Super Potato out in Nagoya, the main one in Osaka, the Denden town, the one in Akihabara, because this place is fully stocked with a lot of the latest stuff. As you can see here, the images don't lie. A lot of Switch stuff. As a matter of fact, I did pick up a Switch title, which we'll get to a little bit later in the video. But they do have a few retro offerings, and we'll get to that as the video moves forward. Now, the Belt Action Collection, excellent compilation of games. This is another compilation or a collection that I want, the Master Collection, but I want it on the PlayStation 5 because of that the update that was made like a month ago, maybe a little bit more than that, but everything's in 4K. And then we have the Super Valis Collection. And if you're after retro games, the Switch is really like it's worthy of that, because there's so many collections. You don't need to buy a scaler, and it's easy to capture footage, take screenshots, whatever. But I do love playing retro games through these collections on the Switch. Here's Gimmick, the special edition, which I have not played, and I'm definitely curious about that title. I believe it was a late release in the Famicom's life by Sunsoft. And here we have some Melty Blood. Look at the price on that bad boy. I wonder why that's so expensive. But anyhow, a lot of great Switch titles. And this place, I want to say, from the main stations like Shin Osaka, Osaka, Umeda, it's not too far. It's not far at all. Here we have Bravely Default 2. I want to say it took me from where I'm staying, it was about like 30, 35 minutes, 40 minutes more or less. But yeah, definitely an interesting little shop. But here we have Nier Automata. I have this, and it actually plays fairly well on the Switch. That was very surprising. But I do love collecting for this Switch. Look at the cover on this. Psytrix, I don't know how to say that, but interesting cover. There's Tales of Symphonia. That game has been released for so many platforms. And then I'm not sure what the heck this is, but this could be some. Oh, that's on the Super CD ROM. I forget the name of that, but I believe it's an RPG. But here we go. We got some Wii U, some Wii titles. Which for the Wii, I'm currently not actively collecting for the Wii, but I do want House of the Dead. That one, the director's cut, Overkill. I definitely want that title, but that title is also available on the PlayStation 3, and it does support the Move as well as stereoscopic 3D. So whatever platform I see it for, I'm definitely going to jump on that. And then here's the loose carts for the DS. That was Okamiden. And here we have Super Mario 3D Land. That's an excellent game, an excellent platformer. Absolutely love that one. Ridge Racer 3D, that's another excellent title on the 3DS. I'm a huge fan of the Ridge Racer series. And that one is definitely a worthy entry. Here we have Luigi's Mansion 2. Look at the price on that. That's not bad at all. Now, this location is not tax-free, so keep that in mind. Here we have Xenoblade. I forget that made its way out to that it got released on the 3DS, but I have no idea about the quality of the title. But this one is excellent. Super Street Fighter 4 3D Edition. I do play that from time to time, but excellent game. And then here's another one, Runabout 3D. I have all the Runabout games, part 1, 2, and 3. And I had no idea that the 3DS got a release. So that one is one that I'm hoping to find in the future. Here we have our PSP titles. I highly recommend this, Makaimura, the Kai edition. And what this one adds is it kind of removes all like the RPG type of elements, and it's just more straight like a traditional entry in the series. And then that's Parasite Eve, the Third Birthday, which I had that years ago, but I never actually played it. Loco Roco, that's a great game. I also want part 2 of that, and I believe it also got like a PlayStation 4 release. And let's just keep making our way here. We have Valkyria Chronicles 2. This game I bought digitally off of PSN a few years ago. And here's the original. The original I played through, absolutely loved that game. But I really need to go through Restart Part 2. I need to give it its due. And then we have, look at this, Rockman Next, Irregular Hunter. That's a pretty neat cover. Now, I do have this, but I have the Greatest Hits collection, or the Greatest Hits release, and perfectly fine with that. But, oh, they had House of the Dead Overkill there. I totally, that's hilarious. I was just talking about that game, and they have it. But see, that's what happens when you have a camera, and I definitely might have to go back for that one. And then what do we have here? Initial D, the special stage, and Ridge Racer 5. I do like that PlayStation 2 release of Ridge Racer 5. It's kind of bare bones, but it's still fairly fun. I did complete it 100%, but had a great time. Here's some more Melty Blood and Fate Unlimited codes for 638 yen. So see, there's some decent deals here. So definitely don't think that all the super potatoes are equal in their reputation. But some decently priced titles here. And if you're in the area, then you might as well drop in. And let's see, what else do we have here? This one. Look at the cover to this game. This one seems kind of interesting. And I see it from time to time, but I don't know too much about it. It could be an interesting one. You know, the PlayStation 2 has such a huge library. What else do we have here? We have some Monster Hunter, some Metal Gear. I do like the cover to this, and I believe this is the edition that does include full English language options. But that title, some of these titles, you know, if you dig through like the hard ops, you will find them for less money. Here's Fahrenheit. Haven't played this one. But then we have some Grow Lancer there. What else do we have? Some controllers. And now we're going to be going on to the PlayStation, the Kingsfield. 4,928. Some Pat Labor. And then we have Capcom Generations 4. What else do we have here? Dino Crisis. Now that one's coming in at 3,000. I got lucky with that one. A few months back, I picked it up for 100 yen. And that seems to be that price there for Biohazard 3. The Biohazard 1, 2, 3, the Director's Cut, the DualShock Edition. Those are averaging about 3,000 yen. And then here we have Captain Commando. And guys, I think this is the lowest price that I've seen in a while. And then we have Silhouette Mirage for 27 there. Now that one, it's been quite a bit, like I want to say a few years since I've seen it, and especially in that condition. And then we had the Sega 3D Classics Collection Volume 3 with the hefty price tag. My goodness. And then we have the Wii U Pro controller. I do like that controller. And I paid close to that price in the junk section a few months ago. And that one comes in the box. What else do we have here? We got some PlayStation Vitas, the 2000 series. And yeah, the prices aren't too bad. Now, some of this stuff, I think this might be like their little junk section, because there are some issues here. You know, some of these are not loading, or they're making sounds, funky sounds, or they're missing the battery, or something is going on with the screen. Just a variety of issues. But some of these are, you know, there's some pretty cool colors in here. And those could make for, you know, like a project to repair them, modify them, whatnot. But I am a huge fan of the PlayStation Portable. And it would be great to see like a new handheld by Sony in the future. Here we have some GBA SPs and the standard GBA. Look at that. Look at them prices in the box. And what else do we have here? We got some color action. With the color, I've been seeing a few deals with these. A few deals, but I'm not really, personally, I'm not in the market for a color. I have a purple one, and I think I'm good with that one. What else do we have here? We got some 3DS LLs. And yeah, look at that. 40,000 yen. The new 3DS LL. I definitely prefer the regular one. And it's not just because you can change out like the covers. It's just I prefer the smaller screen. Things tend to look less blurry. At least to my eye. And then here we have some more junk games. And look at that. So these prices, they're definitely rivaling what you would expect to see at a hard off. And that Dawn of Dreams Onimusha, it does feature full English language support. I do have a copy of that, and it's actually a 2-discer. What else do we have here? We got some Wii titles, some Winning 11. I hear those are pretty fun on the old Wii. And even some strategy guides there. What else do we have here? Just gonna keep making our way, see what kind of stuff they have. Look at 800 yen for a PlayStation 1. Now a lot of this stuff, again, it's the just straight up junk. Some PS3s for 3,000. I'm not really sure which specific model that was, but there could be a few issues. And then here we are making our way towards the showcase, but we'll start back here with the N64 stuff. Got to give some N64 some love. We have some Chorokyu, which I'm not too familiar with that racing series. And then Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Now, that one did get an HD remaster, and I'm kind of curious about it because it is based on the Nintendo 64 version, but the Dreamcast also got a version released way back, and I'm thinking that one's going to be it's going to be richer with its video or its fidelity, the graphics. What else do we have here? We got some Medal of Honor. I remember that game. I used to have that on the old Cube. We got some Biohazard. And, 1,600 for Biohazard 0. And then Pipe Dream. I do like that cover. Haven't played that one. A little puzzle type of game. Kind of a funny name too, Pipe Dream. Culture Brain. I believe they released Brain Lord. Published it at least. And then some more puzzle games here. Look at the cover. Oh, there we go. There we go. Dropping the goods. You break it, you buy it. And this one kind of reminds me of that sitcom. What was it? The Dinosaurs? Kind of looks like the little baby. What else do we have here? And then, Hagane Steel. 47,000. Great game. I remember renting that at American Video, but I absolutely love that game. I believe it was developed by Red, published by Hudson Soft. I believe that was one of their internal teams. And then we have Super Adventure Island 2 there. And then there's Brain Lord and then Chrono Trigger on top of that. And then a few Goemon games. I do like that cover to Flashback. And then X3 and Darius Force. And then I'm not sure. What is that game? Bastard or something like that? 10,780. And then Melandra. Beautiful cover to that game. And then Contra Spirits. That's not a bad price there. That is not a bad price considering how much the game has risen. Then Super Pang. I do want a copy of that. And then we have Raiden for 2,000 and some change. Prince of Persia. So the selection here, they have Gundam Wing, it looks like there. The selection here isn't too bad, considering that a lot of the stock that they have is going to be like new releases. Final Fight Guy, Street Fighter 0. And given the close proximity to the major stations of Osaka, you could be saving a little bit of time by heading to this particular Super Potato. And then that was what was that? Dracula, Akumajo Dracula for the Game Boy Advance. I kind of want to add that one to the collection. Huge fan of Castlevania. And then the Game Boy Micro. That seems to be the average price everywhere. We got the DMG with the yellow one there. And then some Game Boy titles. The good old Game Boy. I do love how long the batteries last for the Game Boy. Then we have Rockman World there. A few Rockman World games. I have parts 1, 3, and 5. And they're kind of tough. The difficulty on those games. And then we have a bunch of Donkey Kong Land games. Quite a bit of Kirby too. Now the Kirby games, I still see them on occasion in the junk sections of Hard Off. And they're averaging about 500 yen, sometimes lower. And then we have some Sonic Advance titles. Those do feature full English language options. And then some more loose cards for both the Super Famicom and the Famicom. And then Getsu Fumaren, I think that's the title for that one, which has a remake on the Switch and Steam. And what do we have here? Gunnak. Look at the price of that bad boy. And then we have Gradius 2, whatever you want to call it. And then Mighty Final Fight. That one's unfortunately a bit sun-faded. But, I do like digging through the Famicom stuff. There is a few titles that I want, but, everything that I want, super expensive, like Crisis Force. The average price seems to be about 40 thou. And then Friday, look at this. I think that's like the North American release to Friday the 13th. I wonder how that game is. And then Go Go Bowling, Druid. So even a few disc system games. And what else do we have here? Some more Famicom. Look at Kirby Loose Cart 27. I saw that game today for 500 yen. And guys, I just got back not too long ago. I hit up like 4 shops today on Sunday. So expect more videos. There's quite a bit on the way. And I had a few good pickups too, but I'll wait when the time comes to share that with all of you. But quite a bit of Switch stuff. It's kind of funny seeing like the Switch and PlayStation 4 and 5 at a Super Potato. And then here we have some controllers. But yeah, this is it was a pretty fun experience coming out to this shop. And then we got some PS3. Yeah, this is going to be the PlayStation 3 showcase. Beautiful PlayStation 3 Slim. And the red one too. That would make for an awesome combo. And yeah, the PlayStation 5, those prices, that's crazy. And that's anywhere. Everywhere. And I do like how they have these as a part of like the store decor. That's pretty cool actually. And it wasn't just that one PlayStation 1 screen. They had quite a few of them set up throughout. Which I thought that was pretty neat of them to do. And let's check it out. Look at this. Dragon's Dogma. 2,900 and some. That's not bad at all. And then here's another one. I want that little PlayStation 1 LCD, but it's a pricey one. It's definitely a pricey one, but that's pretty cool. They repurposed them. And then this is another one I want. The Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. But like for the PlayStation 5, it's definitely going to wait. There's no hurry there. I still got to get through the RE4 remake. I'm going to be finishing the second act not fairly soon because I'm in Osaka and my PS5 is back home. And we got some PlayStation 4. Now the PlayStation 4, I'm going to have to dedicate a little bit more time to that. For a future video, I always tend to gloss over it. And then we have Xenoblade X. I'm kind of excited about this one. I still have my Wii U North American copy, but I don't have the save file, unfortunately. And then here we have a lot of the new releases, and sometimes they have a slightly better price than even Amazon Japan. And then the Marvel vs. Capcom Collection, the Clock Tower Rewind. I believe that one does have full English language options. We got the Neo Geo Collection Volume 1, which I'm still looking for the Neo Geo Pocket Color Selection Volume 1. And Sum, not really sure what that's about. and that's going to be an upcoming release. But guys, there's going to be some new videos on the way, so stay tuned.